Breaking news, baby dolls. Deep state lies have been exposed. There is a video of Charlie Kirk's Patsy going on out there, and we have now confirmed the government is, surprise, surprise, lying. Now, this is the video. Let's look at the video. I'm going to crack on. I'm just going to show you a lot of things, okay? So you're going to see in the official video, remember, this is the video. Up here is the shooter, the pew-pewer. Apparently, he's somehow changing. I don't see him changing clothes up here. Anyway, he's apparent to be changing clothes. He leaves a screwdriver. This guy's the world's fastest Guinness Book of World Records. Can dismantle a gun, take it out, pop up something. Obviously, it's all a bunch of BS. On the right-hand side, there's going to be a body that appears and then disappears. All right? So we either know one of two things. It's either edited or he had an accomplice. Okay? Let me show you.
As he does, he's going to climb off the edge and then drop.
Look at the figure all the way to the right next to the tree and watch him disappear.
There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's this.
No gun.
He left some palm impressions. There's some. Right? Moves to this farm.
See that?
As he does.
Way to go. Someone's lying. Okay, someone's lying. Something's going around there. Who's hanging around him? Is someone watching? Look at this. Did he go just behind the tree? But he's not really behind the tree. Look how far away he is. Boop. He just disappears. What happens there? And there's no gun. Right? And people trying to say, no, there is a gun and stuff. It's all a bunch of fugazi, dude. There's 15,000 holes. Friends, when it comes to any of... How come every time there's a crime out there, everybody leave the scene? They get all the evidence. Everyone move. You check out. They shine torches, gunpowder, everything must be checked. They're already wiping away this crime scene. And the kid's denying it, by the way. The kid is denying it. You know, friends, I'm not going to use the word, oh, it's a bit suspicious, dude. 100%. Friends, if you generally think it's the same people who told you that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, and then they said, oh, no, there was actually no files, okay? You are a retardio, blue-pilled cuckold. If you actually think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Well, remember, you're listening to the same people, okay? Would you trust a pedophile to teach your 6-year-old in school? Would you trust a convicted pedophile? No. Maybe your survival instincts would switch on a bit. Okay, why are you trusting the words coming from a government that is trying to gaslight and psyops you to tell you that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? Why are you going and taking their advice? I would like to sit in the hotel chair, please. I know you will. You live your life there. So the video is either heavily edited or he had an accomplice. Guess what? We asked Grok. Grok says, no, that's a shadow. Grok, friends, we know. Grok's tampered with, bro. We know Team Ice Cream. All right, they're there. The blue-pilled cuck, friends, the blue-pilled cuck people who still think George Zinn's decoy. So George Zinn friends, he declares himself, he's a Zionist. He's an Ashkenazi Jew, and they're less than 1% of the population of Utah. And for some reason, he was at Charlie Kirk's pew-pewing, and he literally, after the shot happened, he ran up and yelled, I am the shooter, shoot me, after Charlie Kirk was shot. So, and friends, and also he was present at the Jenga towers in 9/11. Remember when the Jenga towers fell? I'd talk more about that, but obviously YouTube is super Nazi about it. You're not allowed to speak about it. They delete your videos. This is his interview, right? This is the interview. Resurfaced video of the patsy, George Zinn, who was arrested while creating the diversion amid Charlie Kirk's pew-pew. He recounts how he apparently knew Al-Qaeda was responsible for the Jenga towers the moment he saw those towers fall. Interesting, right? Here he is giving the interview. I've uploaded the interview. So you think it's sort of coincidence that this guy, 24 years later, he had so much trans rage. He wanted to go decoy for a random 22-year-old kid. Man. Look at all these holes in the story.
Being told the truth about what happened.
Before we even show you just all more holes in the stories, I just want to show you how pathetic the fancy banana investigator, Kash Patel, looks. Friends, friends, this is the actual subhuman filth scum who is compromised. His wife's a honeypot. As well, friends, we're going to go through some stuff. Look, yes, there's a lot of people out there. Everyone knows. Everyone knows there's lies there. Everyone knows. It's deep state, okay? It's deep state. We don't know, friends. Like, is it Coconut Intelligence Agency with Mossad? Are they the same thing? I'm going to show you, like, there's going to be some words from George Galloway. We're going to go through a bit. So, like, are they the same thing, deep state? Does it just mean world control? 'Cause I know, friends, I know a lot of people say, oh, no, like, it could be Mossad and Team Ice Cream. Remember, as well, a lot of people don't know. Remember, friends, so Coconut Intelligence Agency, it's the intelligence agency of America. Okay, and then Mossad is the intelligence agency of Israel. Every country has their own. Okay, so are they working together? Probably working together, man. They're probably working together. Friends, what I'm about to show you, the fancy banana investigators come out and just start pissing away all the gunpowder and wiping. This is a big operation, man. This is big. This is not like this is not like, oh no, a random little foreign intel comes out. Obviously, I don't really know, but it doesn't look like random foreign intel comes in by themselves and we can see it and then they can't. I think they are the same. I think George Galloway's is true. So Kash Patel comes out. If you're going to come at me, use facts. All you have is disinformation and lies. I'll see you prime time in front of the world. America deserves a better. No one cares. By the way, this is funny. Senate Judiciary Democrats. Kash Patel incompetence exposed. He is unfit to lead. I don't know what the angle of it here is. You're both corrupt, dude. We all know. Now, I want to try and show you this. So, remember, friends, this is the FBI. This Kash Patel. Remember, Kash Patel, friends. He is literally his wife. Literally worked for the Israeli Defense Force. She's literally. It's everywhere, man. Like it's funny, right? She's a honeypot. She's taken one for the team. That's commitment. You gotta admit that's some strong commitment. Oh god, jeez, man, it's just like it's all entrenched. It's all entrenched, right? Who are they going after? Who are they really going after? Is it just it could be just to maintain world power? Friends, crypto's the answer. That's why I'm showing you all this. Crypto's the answer, dude. Yeah. How do they get all this? Who's paying the government to do all this? If you're holding money in the traditional financial system, they're using your purchasing power. They pay the police, they pay the security, they pay the economists, they pay the media agencies to tell you all the lies. Blah, blah, blah. Stay in the system, That's all they're saying. Stay in the system. Oh, if you're on the left and you got a bit of trans rage, who you should blame? The neo-Nazis on the right. Yes, the white man over there. And then they go to the right and they sprinkle a bit of trans rage. They're the ones who are ruining the country, and they get the right people to fight with the left. You're an idiot if you fight. You're an idiot, okay? Crypto is the peaceful protest. Crypto is the peaceful protest. It is an option. It's opt-in. You're not forced into it. You can take your money out of the traditional financial system, take your trashy fiat currency that they're just printing and diluting your purchasing power away, and hold it in scarce assets. You could start with Bitcoin and you can go through the rest. So remember, Kash Patel actually, friends, he literally says to you, yeah, Jeffrey Epstein definitely killed himself. So friends, like, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. You are in the same camp. Like, just guys, I'll save you the embarrassment, okay? You're not going to win. You just can't win. Okay, it's a conspiracy SuperCycle, Habib. We're already 10 for 0. We're literally already 10 for 0. Like, you're not going to win. It's just, you can't win. I mean, like, just give it enough time. You just continuously get embarrassed. By the way, name me one single example where the blue-pilled cucks have been right in the past 7 years. Exactly. Literally exactly. Okay. Remember, Joe Biden's definitely fit. We can go through thousands of them, friends. Thousands of these. Kash Patel thinks you're stupid enough to believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Okay, friends, the comment sections are rough. You have been terrible. Any comment? Ice cream is official. Arrested in Nevada. Look at this. A child lollipop operation. And then released back to land of ice cream. So yeah, that's what happened, right? So literally they caught a pedophile. We guess he's part of some ice cream operation. They sent him back there. Here he has. You're a useless F and G. with the Mossad wife, deport yourself. This, friends, this is literally all of the comments. It's just straight 0% approval. You know, friends, actually the real statistics of the world, the government, they've got 11% approval. Yes. 11%, man. It's so bad. You can tell me what the weather is right now. Still don't believe you. That's wild, man. Look at this. Well, where is this? Number of arrests. Russia collusion host. 0. 0 arrests. January 6th. 0 arrests for all of these. Lies after lies after lies after lies. That's wild. Check it out, friends. Look at this. I didn't know he made a book called Government Gangsters, The Deep State, The Truth, and the Battle for Our Democracy. Kash Patel. They got you. They've got you by your little sultana balls. You are the deep state now. You know, you're just a puppet. Check this out as well, friends. So, the crime scene's wiped. Look at this. Just 5 days after Charlie Kirk's pew pew, CBS admits the university is already making changes. They are replacing the grass where Charlie Kirk was speaking with prayers. The pew pew site already scrubbed and paved over. Why are they covering it? What the hell? Bro, they got no shame. Just like, oh, the kid denied it? Is there going to be investigation? Nah. Just wee all over the crime scene. Doesn't matter. Remember, friends, they did this before. They did this. Do you remember? I covered it for you a year ago. Donald Trump's planned pew pew as well. Friends, I can't talk about ass, if you know the word. Assassination and stuff. Because remember, the YouTube is frantically panic deleting all the Charlie Kirk viral videos right now. All right, all the viral videos. And they're only the videos where he talks about ice cream. So, on October 7th and those dates, you know. So, what the end, friends? Crypto is the answer. There will be more. Last year was Donald Trump. This year, there's going to be another 3, 6, 9 months. It's going to keep happening. They can only happen because you leave your currency in the bank system, which they dilute away, and then they go pay everybody to go brainwash you again. It's a constant wheel. The only way to win that game is to take your money out and go buy crypto. There you go. They can't dilute you anymore, habibi. Start with Bitcoin and you can go figure out the rest. Remember the Trump shot? They watered down the gunpowder crime scene immediately too. So, man, this is very obvious. I mean, my friends, we have the power of the internet that we can put these things together, okay? I've got to remind you as well. Losers are wasting their time blaming the left or the right. Winners know that if you hold government fiat, you enable insiders to keep using your purchasing power to maintain control. The only way to win this game is not to play. Take your money out of the traditional banking system and come join crypto. We are the winning team because you can't print more of our scarce assets. Yo, fell for it again award. Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Trans rage. Trans. It's obvious, isn't it? You know, isn't it nice to know we got an option? If we didn't have crypto, then I'd be really myopic on the world. You literally got no choice after that. The only choice you have is like gold and silver. Yeah, that's your only choice. But like gold and silver, the network effects of tech stocks, they're so powerful, people are actually storing value in them over time. So yeah, it'd be really suck if we didn't have crypto. Thank God we actually do have crypto. You know, I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to topple the power, dude. I bet you stop a few of them, someone's going to replace them anyway, friends. Check out more questions going out. Check out this lovely lady. Let's go.
Being told the truth about what happened to Charlie Kirk, the story does not add up in any way, shape, or form. And so I'm going to ask the questions that have not been answered yet. Starting with a heavy one. The footage that we saw of the front of Charlie's neck, was that an entry or an exit wound? I ask this because entry wounds are much, much smaller. They are much more defined and consolidated to a smaller area than an exit wound. Exit wounds oftentimes look like an explosion type. It's more graphic. So if the exit wound was in the back, it surely should have looked a lot more intense than the front of his neck, right? Why wasn't there any blood spatter on the white banner behind Charlie? Another question I have about this is when they were carrying Charlie to the car after he was shot, where was the blood trail? If the back of his neck was supposed to be the exit wound, surely there would have been a blood trail. And there's footage out right now that you can look at of them carrying him to the car, and there's not a blood trail. Why wasn't this handled like a regular crime scene? Why was his security taking down a camera that was posted up behind Charlie during the shooting? Because that will show you key evidence of what happened. And it was taken down minutes after it happened. Who took that camera down? Where is that footage? And what was seen on that footage? I also want to know, why was everybody walking around the area? If a horrific crime just happened, where we saw the blood. We saw it with our own eyes. Why wasn't anybody looking on the ground and being careful where they were stepping behind Charlie? It was supposed to be more graphic behind Charlie if we're talking about an exit wound being at the back of your neck. So where was the blood behind him? There were multiple decoys in this incident. It almost seems like there was a patsy because you remember that older guy who was taken into custody. His name turned out to be George Zinn. And ironically, George Zinn was also featured in many 9/11 interviews blaming Al-Qaeda for the 9/11 attacks. The gun that they are saying was found in the woods that was used for this crime is very difficult to take apart and put back together. It's time consuming.
As you can see, friends, over and over and over again, like, oh, golly gee, oh, I would really like to see that high definition video that was recording right there so I could corroborate where the bullet came from. Oops, did we accidentally delete it? Sorry. You know, friends, I just want to show you an example. If you're a loser like this person, you're never going to make it. Cat Turd. I mean, his name's literally Cat Turd. The gruesome video of Charlie Kirk has changed my life forever. I don't know how to explain it. The gloves are off. You satanic evil demons on the left have pushed us too far. Trans rage. Your username is literally Cat Turd. 3.8 million followers. I wonder if you're an agent yourself, man, or you're just stupid. Either one. Remember, friends, this was the original patsy. They asked Lee Harvey, friends, they literally asked Lee Harvey Oswald, the man who pew-pewed RFK's uncle. They asked him, hey, did you do it? He goes, nope, I'm a patsy. They set me up. And as soon as he said that, they sent Jack Rubenstein. He came in, popped him. And then he only went to jail for like 1 or 2 years. Interesting, right? Very interesting. Friends, you know, dude, it's deep state, dude. It's deep state. Now, look, friends, obviously there's just two things. Either everyone is like really, really, really compromised. It could be, but look, friends, you got to open your mind to stuff. It could be that the deep state, they use Mossad for the operation. It could be that. Because they don't want to because the chance that if American government gets if there's any hiccup that it's American soil inspired, there might be civil war. You know, I don't know how they think, right? Evil satanic scum. You know what I mean? But do you get where I'm coming from, right? So it could be that, right? It could. That's why everything could be a psyop. You just don't know. You know, I don't think you and I sitting on squeaky chairs, maybe you're on a squeaky sofa right now. I just don't think we can see this stuff and we're like, oh no, tell that corrupt politician in there that maybe there's a foreign intel problem. I don't think we're smarter than them. I think there's stuff they know or they can't say anything. They're just, it's deep state stuff. You know what I mean? It's insiders and outsiders. That's what it comes down to, friends. I'm going to now show you as well some George Galloway, man. George Galloway. I'm just going to say George Galloway did not kill himself, okay?
Deal, first of all, with the charge laid by Benjamin Netanyahu, by the ADL in the United States, and by pundits here in the United Kingdom. You don't get to say that it is anti-Semitic to suspect the hand of Israel in the slaying of Charlie Kirk. Partly because you have slain, assassinated more political leaders than any other country on the earth just in my lifetime. Don't make me go back to Lord Moyne. Don't make me go back to Count Bernadotte of Sweden. Don't make me go back to the British sergeants hanging booby-trapped in the orange groves in Jaffa. Don't make me go that far. Let me just...
Friends, do you want to laugh? Friends, if you go to Wikipedia, I typed in list of Israeli assassinations. Friends, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm now going to scroll down. Still going. Still going. Still going. This is real. This is real. Yes. You gotta laugh. That's Wikipedia too. Wikipedia, we know, is totally bonked too. So Yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild, you know.
Just stick to my own political lifespan. You, Israel, have been assassinating people all over the world.
So George Galloway, he goes through a lot of things. He covers, he shares everything I've covered you for as well, with the investigation, the gun being dismantled, all of it fake, trash. He goes through a lot of it. There's 3 parts. It's very, very colorful with his language. I think the final part, he kind of like summarizes it pretty much, you know, my final thoughts, where this is ultimately leading.
I believe that to pose the United States and Israel as alternatives in anything, in everything, is to entertain a false dichotomy. You see, for me, America is Israel, and Israel is America. Israel is the 51st state of America. The Mossad is the CIA. The CIA is the Mossad. If you don't believe the extent to which these 2 countries have merged, then take a look at that Wailing Wall picture from this afternoon, where Marco Rubio, supposedly in Israel, to read the riot act about the attack on Qatar, about which more in a minute. Huckabee, Rubio, and Netanyahu, all of them,
So as we know, friends, deep state, all entrenched, political power. Not the first, not going to be the last. It's going to keep going on. It's been going on. We literally just went through then. There's 75 years of political assassination. There's going to be another 75 more. So remember, crypto's the answer. Crypto is the answer. Don't break friends and family relationships. But look, man. Come on, man. Like, are you really that? You really think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? Do you know the power of memes? That's how we have been able to fight back. It's memes. Okay? Friends, they never would have thought. But they thought when they killed Jeffrey Epstein, they go, who cares? He's a pedophile. No one likes him. No one's even heard of him back then. It's going away. And then, I don't know, just the meme started, man. He didn't kill himself. He didn't kill himself. It's been so many years, friends. It's been 6 years. That's why Donald Trump's even like, why do you keep doing that? Jeffrey Epstein, because it's so wonderful. It's like, it's entered our lexicon of like, it's such an obvious truth that he did not kill himself. We know he didn't. They deleted the footage within the jail cell. Like, it's so obvious. It's so clear. It's like so permanent. It's concrete in our mind that anything coming from the same mouth that dribbles the bullshit that Jeffrey Epstein did kill himself, anything from there, you now question. Right? And you got to remember, friends, it's all in the same system, man. It's the same system. It's going to be someone new next time. It's going to be someone new, someone swaying political opinion. If you play the game, you lose. There is no winning, okay? There's power and no power, right? And power is, see, friends, power, you sit in the middle and you let the left and the right just keep fight each other. You have the power because they keep caring, yeah? How does power loses power? If people on the left and right in America, the trans rage believers and the trans rage people themselves, if they woke up just a little bit and they said, well, you know what? This is the trail path, okay? This is it. I've told you this before, right? Who funds the government? You do. Do you give them money? Yeah, with taxes. But you also give them purchasing power because they print money. So they print money to go spread media propaganda, and it's a whirlwind. And the fake economists, the fake scientists, a lot of the other junk, okay? Total control. You say, okay, but there's a problem here. So as long as you keep giving them money, they're going to keep spending their power. It's just an incentive. That's it. You stay in there. They don't have any reason to change because you're just a slave. You're a blue pill cuck. So how do you stop it? Well, you can't stop everything. What you can do is, though, you can actually vote with your feet. Okay? You can actually vote with your feet. How do you vote with your feet? How do you vote with your wallet? You just literally, you go to your bank account, you withdraw. You withdraw. You take your money outside of your bank account and go buy crypto. You're outside of the system now. Because if they want to print money, which they will, I mean, we've got friends that literally have the freaking forever money supply going up, you know, literally over and over and over again. Literally, they are printing money. It's literally the most, friends, it's built in. Inflation is basically like a guaranteed taxing of you over time. It's, friends, been literally, check out the log chart. You think they're going to stop? This thing's been going up since day one. It's going up forever. If your money's in the system, you're basically allowing them to take your purchasing power. Right? It is. That's the only way to win. Yeah, left and right doesn't matter at that point. Yeah, because look, they're going to print money anyway. They're not taking my money. They're not taking my purchasing power. Go screw yourself. Go take this. Go take the rats, the blue pill cucks sitting in the hotel cuck chair. The rest of us, that's right, when you own crypto, they can't debase you. They can't change the monetary policy of Bitcoin, can they? They can't even change it for Ethereum. They can't change it on Pulse Chain. They just can't do it. Or it doesn't even matter because you get to see the code if it does change. And you can actually see where the money's going. Inflation rewards. That's literally the whole game. So we open our minds through that, friends. Remember, that's why ultimately I know, not I feel, but I know crypto is destined for much, much, much higher. We are destined for so much higher. It's just a better system, man. I like it. Okay? If they keep falling for the race bait every single time. Friends, even in my comments section, okay, there's a gentleman here. I don't want to, like, you know, I'm not going to embarrass you or anything. He's literally saying, Somi, come on, you're smarter than that. Bro, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. I don't want to say your name, so I don't want people to gang up on you. Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Are you that retardio? If you are, sir, just please click unfollow, stop watching me. You got no chance. You have no chance. If I hear anybody actually say, see, friends, when I say it's a joke, okay, but you actually really believe he did kill himself. You really believe all of these things are total coincidences. Please, bro, just click unsub, go take the blue pill, just go somewhere else because you're literally beyond help. You're just an extra mouth to feed. You're just you're adding weight to the boat, and we're trying to get to the island with the mermaids and the dolphins, and there's going to be cheeseburgers there too. We're trying to get there to the island. That's one less mouth to feed. That's fine by me, you know. Friends, that saying really is true. Yeah, it's easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they've been fooled. It really is, you know. So you now know, right? Crypto, the future. This story's going to fade, and there's going to be something else. Remember, everyone becomes experts of everything. Now everyone's an expert on trans rage. There's all these tarot heist trans rage cells. Like, God, they just adopt it straight away because they got nothing to believe in. Because you know what? I don't blame you. You're getting debased by Major Loser Powell and all the other deep state who control the money printer. You're losing to the Cantillon effect. So you and I are still going to make it, friends. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.